Hi guys and welcome. You're joining me today to see how I've stitched some turn-ups in place. You can't see the stitching on the outside and you cannot see the stitching on the inside. It's like you've done a blind stitch on your jeans because it can be a pain when you're actually pressing your jeans after you've washed them, when you've got to keep pressing your turn-ups up. So now when they're washed, it's just a case of they're in place, press them, you're done. So if you like to see how I do this, guys, keep watching. So this is a pair that's already been done. That's got a shorter turn up on it, but obviously the pair that I'm going to be doing now is a much deeper turn up, but it's basically doing the same job, stitching it in place. And then I'm going to turn the second turnover over, and then I'm going to press this in place. And I'm making sure here that the bottom of this hem, I'm turning it over, so I'm making sure that the bottom of that hem is there. Right, so this is my first leg pressed, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some safety pins. And why I'm getting safety pins, because if you put normal pins in as you're stitching round, you've got risk of keep pinning yourself. But with safety pins, that ain't going to happen. Right, so I'm going to do the exact same on the second leg. I'm going to do that off camera. Now what I'm checking at this point, guys, is I'm just checked that the turn up is exactly the same on both legs. And then I've got the crotch area there, and I'm making sure that, just get them, that the length is the same on both legs before I continue to stitch it in place. So I'm going to start off sewing on the side seam. I've got my needle threaded and it's double threaded with a knot in the end. So I'm going to come up inside that turnover and come up on the top of the turnover. Turn up, should I say. Pulling that so that the knot is going to be inside the turn up. And then I'm going just underneath. So where the top of this is, you need to come just down below it, because if you come above, you're going to see the stitching. So you need to go below. Just going to keep fetching that cotton. And then I'm going to go inside the top of the turnover and come up. And I'm going to go underneath again. Going inside again. And I'm leaving gaps probably about half a centimetre apart. Now I've gone a bit deeper on that because it's the side seam. But when I get to this part where it's just, you know, your denim, what I'm doing is I'm going inside the top, coming up, pulling that thread and making sure that there's no loop so it's coming through. And then, like I said, I'm going down a little bit and I'm just grabbing a couple of threads, as you can see, that it's not going through the inside. So you're not going to see any stitches on the inside. Pulling that. And when I've got, where I've just stitched into that denim there, it's at this point opposite it that I'm going inside the turn up, at the top of the turn up, pushing the needle through. And it's like you're doing an invisible stitch on it, because you're going underneath the turn up, coming up, going into the top of the turn up, about half a centimetre, pulling that through, making sure it's not knotting this because it is a long piece of cotton. and then going down into the denim. You can just see there, you can't see any stitching. So you've got a neat, it's going to be neat inside and out.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride.
And then when I get to this thick part, because this is really thick, you know, when you get to the seam, I'm going a little bit deeper with the needle because it's not going to come through, because you've got like 1, 2, 3, about three layers there. So I'm just going deeper into that, bringing that up, secure that in place. A little bit of a loop there, so let me just get that.
I run billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Whether you're ready or not, time for it all.
Right, and at this end bit here, what I'm going to do is, where this overlocking is on this seam, I'm just going to keep threading that through to secure the thread quite a few times, and then when I've just done that, I'm also coming that way as well. And I'm just going to cut that thread off, take the pins out, and that, guys, is your turn up stitched in place. So a neat finish on the inside, a neat finish on the outside. So you can see from that, guys, that it's an easy stitch to do and your turn-ups are in place, and you can't see the stitches inside or out. Not that anybody's going to see inside your denim, because you're just picking a few threads up underneath the turn-up. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if it's helped you, and thanks for watching. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.